Recreating someone. Is it possible to do so? If yes, how can we do it? You might have thought, if we can recreate someone, well, you can do it, it is possible, and it is easier than you think. You can change the relationship with that person. You can change their behaviors, ideas, personalities, and what they like and dislike. Literally everything about them. To a common man, it may sound unrealistic or a complete lie, but for those who know the power of manifestation, it becomes reality and a great possibility. You can do it. You can manifest a specific person to fall in love with you and change their behavior towards you. They can be anyone, your girlfriend or boyfriend, an ex-partner, your friend, family, cousins, or neighbors. You can influence anyone with the power of your mind. You can manifest a change in their behavior and attitude towards you. It does not matter how things are going on with you and them. It does not matter how they are behaving or acting right now. Your current circumstances or the 3D reality do not matter. None of it matters. Your past history with them does not matter. It doesn't matter who ghosted you or whether they ignored your messages or calls. Their behavior can be changed. So, don't worry, the first thing that you have to do in order to recreate a specific person is to stop paying attention to what has happened in the past, about the limitations of your circumstances, and how your partner behaved with you. It will not decide your future if you move your attention away from it. I know it seems hard, and I know it feels difficult in the beginning. But you guys are romancing with the past. You guys are romancing with being the victims of the situations. You feel a cheap pleasure in telling the story of how someone misbehaved with you, ignored you, cheated on you, and so on. So, the first step is to stop paying attention to what has happened. Don't justify your actions or your specific person's actions in the past. Many people find a way to justify their circumstances by commenting on the videos. They are like, but they said this or they did this or I did that or I did this. So, stop limiting yourself by your current circumstances. They do not matter. They are irrelevant. Drop them. Your 3D is dead. It is just a past story, a compilation of past thoughts and assumptions playing in your reality. As Neville Goddard said, do not waste one moment in regret, for to think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. Turn from appearances and assume the feeling that would be yours were you already the one you wish to be. Now that you know that your circumstances do not matter when manifesting, let's jump onto the concept of everyone is you pushed out. If you have been following Neville Goddard for some time, then you might have heard about this concept. But what does it mean? Well, in my opinion, it simply means that everyone in your world is a manifestation of yourself. They are the mirror of your inner world. They are just reflecting your assumptions, beliefs, and thoughts that go on in your inner world or internal reality. You have many assumptions about many things in your external reality, like your specific person, how they behave and act, the world in general, and assumptions about yourself, how lucky you are in relationships, what kind of person you are, how people treat you, and how people feel around you. Your current reality, or the things you have experienced till now, are the sum total of these assumptions. The way you perceive the world is based on your assumptions. The behavior of your specific person, their actions, and their opinions are also your assumptions that you accepted in the past. If your specific person is ignoring you or does not love you anymore, then you might have dwelled on the thoughts of being unworthy, irrelevant, unwanted, and whatnot. Your mind is constantly thinking and forming assumptions, but dwelling on those assumptions is always in your hands. You can dwell on the assumptions that are favorable or unfavorable. So, don't feel like a failure if you have dwelled on the negative assumptions in the past. Just be cheerful. Because if those assumptions have played out in your current reality, then you can form new ones, and they will play out in your new reality as well. You can create favorable situations for yourself and others by changing your thoughts and assumptions. Everyone in your reality is playing out the role you assigned to them. If they are ignoring you, you have given them this role by holding and dwelling on the assumptions. Simply dare to assume you are what you want to be, and you will compel everyone to play their part. There are no exceptions. Your specific person is not an exception. They are just playing out your dominant thoughts and assumptions. So, just give them a good role that they can play in your reality. The next thing you have to keep in mind is what your self-concept is. It is because everything in your reality is responding to your concept of yourself. You get ideas based on your self-concept. You perform actions based on it, and you respond to the world based on it. In a nutshell, it is about who you identify yourself to be. Are you lucky? Are you a social animal? Are you sexy? What kind of personality do you have? What are your beliefs? And so on. If these 3 points that I discussed are in alignment, then you can definitely manifest your specific person and recreate them in your reality. So, just think about your person and answer these questions. How do you want them to be with you? How do you want them to act and talk with you and about you? What do you want them to think and feel about you and your relationship? What are their goals in general? Just imagine having those experiences where they are acting the way you want them to. Visualize, affirm, or do SATs. Whatever you like, just do it and experience it. Whether they live near you or are 10,000 miles away from you, just keep on imagining and experiencing. See them in your mind's eye as if they are who you want them to be. See them treating you like a king, a queen, or a princess. Even if the outer circumstances are the opposite right now, do not react. The feelings of hurt, anger, sadness, happiness, joy, excitement, lust, and satisfaction all arise within you. They are not outside of you, they are within you. You trigger them, you create them, and your imagination manifests them. So, make them work in your favor by imagining the best possible scenarios. Ignore the old story, ignore the old mental conversations and assumptions that you have in your mind. Stop complaining about what happened in the past. Stop repeating the unfavorable situations in your mind. All these things are irrelevant. Drop the old story and start dwelling on the new story. You can recreate them, and you will manifest them if you persist in your new story and assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. With this, I hope you learned something new. Subscribe to watch more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.